We have the following scenario. You have a SharePoint list, and for whatever reason you want to, request some type of action on one specific element of that list. It could be more feedback, more information, some approval that needs to happen, any type of process that needs to be triggered based on one specific element of the list or multiple of them, but not all. How could you do that? With Power Automate, you can have specific flows that get triggered only when certain elements on your list get selected. Let me show you how. It looks something like this. Right now you're seeing a simple SharePoint list where you have different elements and there's nothing that I can trigger. There's no flow that gets triggered based on nothing on my selection right now. You can set reminders, you can set rules, but there's nothing I can do regarding one specific element unless I check one of them or multiple of them and I go here to automate, and what before was different requests or set reminders, now I have another option. This other option, emails with open change request, it's basically a Power Automate flow that I have created. And let me show you how to do that. This one is quite simple. All you have to do is go to Power Automate, create a new flow, and what you're going to do is an automated cloud flow. You can add any name you want, like automation with selected SharePoint list item. And the trigger is going to be when an item is selected. Let me see if we find it. SharePoint. Let's keep it. Let's see if here we see all of the triggers. Here we have it for a selected item. Okay, this one, it's basically based on your list. If you use it, it will ask you to provide the SharePoint URL and the list that you want to do it, but you can also do it based on a selected file. If you have to do something every time someone selects a specific file, you can also do the same. You can run the same flow with different triggers, that's also fine. Let me show you the one for the selected item. The first thing it's going to ask you is the URL of your SharePoint and then the list of your SharePoint. Let me show you from the one I did before. If I go here, emails with open change request, I edit this one. And we see here it says manual, but it's just the name. It's actually the trigger that I told you. You have the site address of the place of the SharePoint you want to go to, and the list name of that list that you want to trigger on. And that's it. I hope that helps.